Greetings everyone, it's me again, Eshkava from Blood Moon Pictures, and today I will gonna return to the dwarfs. Last time we died a million times on the orc camp, and then I noticed, oh, I could have gone around up here. Wackenstein, what they told us about the secret route. Well, damn me. Next time we'll pay more attention to that. Okay. Continue.
You reach a large frozen lake surrounded by a thick pine forest. The quickest way would be to walk straight over the ice, but you don't know how stable it is. The detour through the forest would be safer, but would also take much longer.
Much longer or safer? Well, last time... Well, I saved time anyway, so I think now we can go save.
The snow between the trees is deep, and you make very slow progress. The shadows are growing longer, and when you finally make it through the woods, it's already the dead of night.
Perhaps we should set up camp here before we wind up getting lost.
Set up camp.
It makes more sense to set up camp for the night than to wander through the woods in the dark. You light a huge fire, and the next morning you set off again, fully rested. While you rest under a ledge at noon, Rodario and Fergus decide to go ice fishing, and the dwarves immediately pronounce their opposition.
Ice and water are both treacherous. They entice you to them. Before you know it, you disappear into them forever.
Like in a marriage, you mean? At first the woman entices you, but if you stay in her arms like a good boy, the good life is over all too quickly.
The good life, in which you go behind the backs of other men, get beaten up and one day die painfully of a sexually transmitted disease.
All slander, my dear.
Rodario bares his teeth for a moment, and then follows Fergus to the shore.
He reminds me of a billy goat we used to have. Mounted everything that got in its way. One day, he mounted a goat that was standing too close to a cliff. The two of them fell down the cliff in the best of spirits.
Well, aren't we off for a good start? That's amazing. Oh, Jesus. Please. Save myself a laughing about that. I'm sorry.
It snows all day, and the cold wind continues to get stronger. The dwarves trudge stubbornly on, but at some point Fergus can take it no longer.
Oh, we are walking right into the eye of a blizzard.
We have snowstorms in the Brown Range, too. If you get caught in a storm while hunting, you simply wait it out in a snow cave.
The blizzard will be on us before we can build a snow cave. We should look for a sheltered spot and light a fire.
Wow, those are only 2 steps, and there's so much going on already. Build snow cave for protection. Pull yourself together. Look for sheltered spot and light fire, or look for shelter. So many options. Well. Well, look for a sheltered spot and light a fire, or make a snow cave.
Instead of looking for a shelter, you simply go to some crags nearby and shovel up some snow on the sides to make a windbreak. You feel better almost as soon as you leave the biting wind. Fergus lights an alchemic fire, and the closeness of your companions ensures a reasonably warm night. By the next morning, the blizzard has blown over, and you set off on your way again.
Okay. So, I'm playing it safe, but I'm not sure how safe. Like, am I overdoing it? I'm honest with you guys, that orc camp messed me up.
Your path leads you over a snowy, hilly plain, and as you scale a particularly steep hill, you falter. A crevasse opens out in front of you. You look around, but there isn't any point nearby where you could cross over the gap.
Sail down the crevasse. Look for a way to bypass the crevasse. Why should I go down the deep hole? Well, sail down. I know. Oh, jeez, man. Look for a way to bypass the crevasse. That's what I would do.
You follow the course of the crevasse. After an hour, the end of the crevasse is still not in sight. However, you do find a cave that slopes down softly parallel to the crevasse.
Okay.
You are afraid that you might get lost in the ice cave and freeze to death in misery. But ultimately, your curiosity is rewarded. You find, after an hour's search, a winding passage that leads you to a large chamber. You walk ahead with your torch outstretched and see a shadow in the ice. You step backwards in shock as you realize that it's the body of a frozen human.
Oh, jeez.
Something glittering in the floor grabs Goimgar's attention. An ornamented gold shield. Part of it is frozen into the ice, but it should be easy to free.
Pure gold! This thing must be worth quite a bit, though it would be completely useless in a fight.
Wouldn't that be like tomb raiding?
Your companion doesn't answer.
Well, it's not a grave, after all. I mean, he most likely slipped and died, so...
You allow Goimgar to free the shield from its icy prison. After you've had a look around the rest of the chamber and taken a short break, you look for a way back up to the surface. You are able to continue on your way without any further delay.
Finally, wow. Okay, why is there so much going on, this snowy bit? There we go, we are there!
You finally arrive at the entrance to a valley that curves its way towards Ironhald, the firstling stronghold.
Oh, finally, okay, wow, that's some start. There was so much to do, I thought I could just go there and continue the story, guys, I'm sorry. There were rocks and crevices, you know.
By Vracus, we've done it! Get down!
No! What the?
Up there!
Run! I can't maintain the spell for long!
Put him on Goimgar's shield. To the gate. Quick!
We'll just carry her along. Oh my god, what? No! No! Don't die!
As you approach the first gate, you see guards on the battlements. You call as you run.
By Vracus, we are dwarves of the kingdoms of the secondlings and the fourthlings. Open the gate!
Their leader gives orders that you cannot hear, but moments later, the gate opens up for you.
Report back! Man the walls and the defences!
The guards follow the orders immediately.
Who are you that lead the Alpha to our door?
How dare you speak to us like that? Dwarf who seems to have no name?
Boindil steps forward before you can stop him.
I am Boindil Doubleblade, a child of the smith of Burrowin folk. And that is my brother Boendal, who needs a healer immediately.
The commander pulls down his scarf, and his face leaves you speechless.
Only a dwarf could make such a fuss. Ballandr Steelfinger. I protect the main gate of the firstlings, therefore it is my duty to regard all guests precisely before I invite them in.
But you are a woman.
You have a keen eye, Boindil Doubleblade.
The tender features and soft fluff leave no room for doubt. A female dwarf is the commander of the guard. She gives orders for the injured Boendal to be taken care of. 4 dwarves pick him up on his shield, and Boindil follows them.
Stay with your brother. I will bring the rest of you to Queen Zamtis, where you can explain what you're doing here.
Oh, wow. That episode started way differently than I expected. Boendal, please don't die. I like you. I mean, your abilities aren't like the coolest, I guess, but still. Wow. That looks amazing. It's... well, it's under Earth, so it should be dark, but... wow, those lifts are pretty damn dangerous. Wow. That's a throne room.
Come closer, and be welcome to the kingdom of the firstlings.
I am Tungdil Goldhand of the Fourthling Kingdom.
You introduce your companions one by one, not forgetting to mention the twins and the Mager too. You then explain the reason for your visit. You report on the advance of the Perish land, the death of the Magi, and the dispute about the next High King. The dark brown eyes of the Queen fix on you for a moment before she speaks.
What you report sounds very serious, Tungdil. You can be sure of the support of the firstlings. How may we assist you?
We're headed to the firstlings in the Grey Range. We need your help to forge Keenfire.
There is only one way to defeat Nodon. Keenfire. To forge it, we need the best smith your kingdom has to offer. Help us, and thus help your kingdom, my queen.
The Queen considers, then nods.
So be it. Could there ever be a better time to revive the old commonality of the kingdoms? Balandis here is not only my best warrior, she is also my best smith. She will accompany you.
Yes. Your eyes fall upon Balandis, and you notice the blood rushing to your cheeks.
I will do my best. You can trust in my axe and my hammer.
Oh, geez, I'm in love with all the characters. Yeah, we need to go to the firstlings.
We must continue on our journey to the firstlings in the Grey Range.
Then I will show you the entrance to the tunnels. You will be in the Perish land within a few orbits.
You know the tunnels, but still the firstlings live in seclusion.
Our isolation was self-imposed. My mother knew that the other kingdoms would not simply accept her as the queen. She wanted to give them time to get used to it.
Okay, I guess. Send delegate to the secondlings. The dwarfs stand together.
Your Highness, in the name of the Council of the Kingdoms, I request that you send a delegation to the Blue Range to take part in the discussions. We all have a common enemy.
There has never been any enmity between my kingdom and the others. It was more neglected friendship and habit that has made us strangers to one another. As soon as you set off for the Grey Range, we will head east to see our brothers and sisters again. I will have rooms prepared for you and your companions so that you can rest. It has been some time since we have had guests, but we still know what hospitality means. Come to me when you are ready to depart.
I like those people. I like all of them. Okay then, so we are in the range of the firstlings. What is your specialty? Oh jeez, the camera. What is your specialty then? I forgot already. I think smithery? I don't remember. It's about like 2 weeks ago that I played the game the last time, I think.
Hello.
What is it, Tungdil?
Oh my god. He has such a crush on her. It would seem there are a lot of female dwarfs in important positions here. That is, what is it like living with firstlings? Yeah.
What is it like living with the firstlings? I haven't seen much yet, but many things seem to be different to life with the secondlings in Ogre's Death.
I can't make any real comparisons either. I grew up here and have never left our kingdom. I can hardly wait to see the halls of the Fithlings. They were the best smiths before we took on the mantle.
Don't expect too much. Their halls have been in the hands of the enemy for over 1,000 cycles.
I read that the orcs avoid the stronghold, as if there were a curse on it.
Even reading doesn't seem to be frowned upon among the firstlings. You feel at home here. But that isn't only down to the books.
See what you did there. Oh my god, I love it.
It would seem that a lot of important positions are occupied by female dwarves in the Firstling Kingdom.
Is it not common where you come from that men and women share the duties?
Of course. Among the humans and the secondlings, the women help out in the house so that the men have time for their duties. That's how it is written in the books, too.
Here, posts are assigned according to the skills of the applicant, not gender. It's only natural that the most important posts are occupied by women.
She winks at you and gives you a knowing glance, although the whole thing still befuddles you.
Ooh.
See you later.
Oh, wow. You just like that. Just like that. Okay, that could have gotten... Look at the water wheel.
You guess that this water powers all the machines in the underground city. A masterpiece of engineering.
True that. Okay then. There is a mushroom. Okay. Okay. I will learn more about you, will I?
Ah, Tungdil. I was wondering when you would pay me a visit.
I thank you, and Jeroen. You appeared at the right moment. May I, ask why?
It was down to you. Your speech about the responsibility I owe to my realm. Lot Yonan was a good teacher.
Her face darkens when she thinks of her old companion.
There are 100 reasons that Nodon deserves to die. That is why I went back to the secondlings and took another look through the books. I discovered a passage that said Keenfire can only take its effect against evil when it is wielded by a foe of the Undergrounders.
A foe of the Undergrounders? It's going to be difficult to persuade Nork to help us.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I think I might have an answer to the problem. The Alpha are also your foes, aren't they?
What the...
Half human, half elf. My mother bequeathed me her gifts and her weapons. I got very little from my father, but his eyes are an advantage.
Interesting. I suggest we don't tell Geralda anything about this.
We should keep your parentage secret, especially from Geralda.
I'm in no doubt that the Alpha did terrible things to her. And I'm not keen on letting her kill me.
If what Namora told me earlier is true, this Geralda could be just as great a danger as Nodon. She could take control of generals or kings, maybe even me.
You are aware of the danger, but you don't have the energy to think about it right now. You push the problem aside.
And that's agreed. We will keep Namora's secret to ourselves.
Okay, are you sure about concerning Undergroundling's foe? And okay.
And you're sure that only a foe of the Undergrounders can use Keenfire?
Anyone can use it like a normal axe, but only a foe of the Undergrounders can command its magical powers. I don't know much about her, but a half-elf should pass as a foe of all dwarves.
Well, maybe there's a bigger reason behind all of that.
All right then. You will wield Keenfire in the battle against Nodon. But we're going to have to make it first.
You said it.
The actress takes her leave with a little nod.
How's Jeroen doing?
How are things with Jeroen? Could you help him?
He's doing well. He should be back to full strength after some rest.
You still don't know what kind of being is hidden under the armor. But the Mager's powers seem to have done a good job.
The firstlings have offered to improve his armor. And when one of the best smiths in Girdlegard offers something like that, you should definitely take them up on it.
Sure. Yes, definitely.
How are you and your powers? You look a little exhausted.
I won't lie to you. It has already been too long since I was in a place where I can draw new strength. My power is trickling away like water from a leaky pipe.
Is that perhaps a way to weaken Nod on?
No, I wouldn't count on that. Even if we could keep him away from the magical realms, the being that lives within him has given him unknown powers.
That's what I guessed. Was I auch able to destroy your magical shield?
How was Sinthoras able to overcome your shield? Can Alfar use magic?
No, certainly not.
No.
I don't know much about their people, but I think they have innate powers. Conjuring darkness, extinguishing fire, changing dreams. Little things that fill humans with fear and ensure the potency of terrifying legends about their people. Sinthoras used a trick, not a spell. We killed 2 Alfar near Sovereignstone. They had crystals on them which they had received from Nod On to protect them from the spells of the Magi. He must have used a stone like that.
Take some rest. And I hope you'll still be here at dawn.
The Mager gives you a reproachful look.
Don't worry. We'll stand by you until this expedition has reached its destination.
It feels good having the Mager and her companion at your side again.
Certainly does. And now I think we gotta restart the camera. So just wait a little second, guys. And we're back. Just to fix... oh, jeez. That was supposed to be silent. Anyway, yeah, just let me synchronize this. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, we'll cut that out later. Remember that me of the future. So then, he's being healed. I really would like a map. Here's some guards. You are all female. I can talk to you guys. Huh. So basically, this is a little bit more matriarchic. Oh wait, Geralda, I spotted you.
Geralda looks depressed.
Is there something wrong?
You look like something's bothering you.
It's just... they avoid me. You're the only one who talks to me.
Yeah, well, you did try to kill us when we first met you.
Geralda gives a wry smile.
Not exactly the best of first impressions, right?
You're not a bad person, Geralda. Just give them some time. You said you wanted to join the Free Folk. What do you know about them?
To be honest, I don't know very much at all. It is said they are like a kingdom, just without a kingdom. No clans, no obligations and traditions, no repressive expectations. Just dwarves living together.
And where do I find them?
Everywhere. And nowhere. They hide. I think I almost found one of their cities. I don't know anymore.
See you later.
You'll see you later. Asked all the... Ooh, you look amazing. I want your helmet. I wouldn't steal it from you, but... who made this for you? I want it as well.
It is simply legendary. No, it is mythical. We definitely need a large theatre so we can convey the impression of this grandeur to the spectators.
It's going to be difficult, but we'll manage it. But it will be more expensive.
It would appear you like it here.
Ha! Like it? It is fabulous! I almost feel like giving up. Not even the best of illusions could possibly imitate this. But say, what brings you to us, Tungdil?
Why didn't you say that Namora is half-elf?
If our spectators knew, they would run away screaming. So I'm sure you'll understand that we couldn't tell a group of armed dwarves either.
You have to admit that you don't know how you would have reacted if Namora had revealed herself in Mifadania. Fear and hatred of the Alpha is deeply rooted.
You already know her, Tungdil. She has skills, but her lineage does not determine how she thinks and acts. She is the love of my life, and I would go crazy if I were to lose her.
Aww.
Every step from here on is more dangerous than the last. Are you sure you want to continue on our journey with us?
Of course. Every story needs an end. What kind of play would it be without a third act?
There is no way I'm going to let Namora ride into battle on her own. I will be there to assist her.
No. Even if you're, like, compared to her, a little bit, you're the helpless one. Oh, jeez, I like it.
And how is your new play coming along?
Good, very good. The band of adventurers who set off to defeat Nodon, aided by the Queen of the Dwarves from the Kingdom of the Firstlings. It's going to be a real challenge to present this story in all its greatness.
Do you already have a title?
I haven't decided for sure yet, but at the moment I'm thinking along the lines of the heroic dwarves and their loyal companions who opposed Nodon despite all the challenges to destroy him and save Girdlegard.
I must go. Rest now.
Rest? Haven't you seen? There are machines that keep the whole city alive. I must take a look.
Sure, but that's a pretty long damn title. That's a real long title. Reminds me of the titles the trolls have for their movies in Homestuck. The Sick Room. Oh yeah, I have to check on the twins. Sick Room. That's a weird name.
Tungdil.
Who's Boendal?
How is he?
He's lost a hell of a lot of blood.
The crazy glint in Boindil's eyes has given way to serious concern.
I'm doing fine. You must rest, brother. Stay on your back so the wounds can heal. Fortunately, he hasn't lost his pig-headedness. As long as he has that, he'll come through.
Boindil forces a grin, but you can imagine what he's really thinking and feeling.
Jeez.
I thought Andakai was going to look after him. Didn't her magic help?
We don't want her help. Magic is no use. And we certainly don't want anything to do with Samerson.
You know there is no point arguing with the twins about magic. There is too much of a fine line between conviction and stubbornness. Boendal would rather die than be healed by the Maga.
That's not good, though. Oh, come on, let someone help you.
We'll have to go on without him. He won't manage more than 100 paces without dropping down dead the state he's in.
No! I'll manage, Scholar. Just give me 2 orbits, then I'll be fine. It's just a scratch.
Boendal tries to stand up, but he doesn't have the strength. You shake your head.
Stay here and recover, Boendal. We'll meet you again in time for the big battle against Nodon. You have done your bit.
But where one of us is, the other is too. It is the greatest deed that has ever been carried out by our people. Oh. It would seem you are right, Scholar.
We'll be separated for the first time in our lives. I will miss you by my side in battle. The first 100 runts will be for you.
You will have to protect him and the others on your own now, brother. Don't take on too much, and rein in your frenzy. You must control your anger better than you usually do. Promise me.
I promise.
Tears run down the bearded cheeks of the two twins. They have never had to part like this before.
No. Well, better than that way than dead. Sad anyway. Was bumping into cables here. Oh man. At least he heals. But seriously, just let the Mega look over your wounds. Like, no offense, but he would hate it if you die. Why am I sorry for that? No. Just let a goddamn freaking healer heal you. No, I don't care if it's magic or not. God damn it. Stubborn dwarves with their stubbornness. No, come on, stay here. I wanna look down here. There we go. Look at the abyss.
The second dwarf stronghold you have ever seen also impresses you greatly. The firstling stronghold is very different to Ogre's Death, but you'd rather not say which you prefer.
Yeah, that is a true thing to say. I think I talked to everyone now. I at least think so. Did I go that way? I didn't see anything. Sonora was just there. Did I miss her? Is Namara like can interact with her as well, like separately from the others? Doesn't seem like it. Really doesn't seem like it. Okay then. I really like this. Oh, enter the throne room. I can't do anything else. Oh, you will join me again?
I've gathered all of the metal we need for Keenfire. I'm ready to depart.
You nod and then look her solemnly in the eyes.
Once we set off, stay in the background, keep out of fights, and avoid all danger.
The female dwarf's expression darkens.
Shall we engage in a trial fight, Mr. Dwarf?
No, Bifracus. No, I know that female dwarves can fight. It's because of the axe. You're the only one who can forge it. If something happens to you, we won't be able to stop Nodon.
The face of the smith relaxes, and then a smile appears on her lips.
I can look after myself.
That's a good save, Tungdil. That was a good save.
Greetings, Queen Zamtis.
The queen bows her head slightly, prompting you to speak.
I've never read about a dwarf queen before. Is everything ready for a journey? There's just something I needed to sort out. First the first one.
Please excuse me for asking, Your Highness, but how is it that a queen is sitting on the firstling throne?
The queen smiles. She has clearly been expecting the question.
It began with an argument. My father valued my mother's advice, but disputed her ability to lead the kingdom. This frustrated her, and she demanded the chance to prove the contrary. In the end, they agreed that my mother would govern the firstlings for 14 orbits. And during this time, there was an attack by trolls, and my mother put them to flight with cunning and bravery. When my father demanded the throne again, she defied him, and the clans followed her. The other kingdoms were appalled and refused to receive my mother, but our kingdom saw that she was a good queen. And when she died 230 cycles ago, the people demanded that I should follow her onto the throne.
That is a good story. That's a good background. Oh, I love background. Okay. Is everything ready?
Is everything ready for our journey to the Kingdom of the Fiftlings?
We have provided wagons for you and your companions. Are your preparations complete?
It's just something to take care of.
You're
because
almost ready. I just need to take care of one more thing.
Okay.
Your Highness, with your permission, I will take my leave to prepare for the journey.
Of course. Let me know when you are ready.
Oh, that's a good oh, no. Look at the throne.
The throne appears to be forged of pure steel. You involuntarily search for impurities or defects, but the smithery is impeccable.
Of course, it's dwarven.
The royal guards are dressed in magnificent armor. Not only can they fight effectively in it, they also don't look out of place in the throne room.
Style. One of the key components of a kingdom has to be style. Because, seriously, when you have an army of huge pink gooses who look absolutely silly, it might be... Okay, it might come in handy because the enemy will not think much of you and you can surprise them, but still, you want stuff to look the way... Like, look how it is meant to be. Huh? Huh?
You have never seen such an open, light and airy construction. It was obviously built by the hands of a master. The steel is inlaid with gold, silver, fracassium, and all the other valuable metals that the firstlings have dug out of the body of their mountains.
Nice all over. Now we can go. Oh.
Greetings, Queen Zamtis.
The Queen bows her head.
Yeah, we know that already. Is everything ready for the journey? There's still something I need to sort out. That's the goodbye thing.
Is everything ready?
We have provided wagons for you and your companion.
Yep, everything's complete. Let's go.
Yes, we are ready.
The Queen nods slowly.
Rally your companions. I will march east with my host, but don't be misled. The fate of the perished land is in your hands, not mine. May you succeed and return unhurt. Vrakas be with you.
And with you as well, my queen. I like her. I will probably be a firstling. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure yet. Wow! There was a lot going on this episode.
The plains of Tabain are the most fertile in Girdlegard, and rightly give the kingdom its nickname of the breadbasket. The east of the land has been in revolt since the perished land advanced, and the peace seems to have broken in the heartland too, as a group of strangers crawl out of a hole in the ground.
Why don't we just look for a tunnel that hasn't collapsed?
And what if we don't find one? If we're overground, we at least know that there's a way, even if it's dangerous. Let's go.
Sure. Wow. Level up. Okay. So we have a big group now. We've lost one and gained two. Damn. Ooh, the music is... Ugh. Okay. Where are we right... Oh. We just passed all of this. Oh. Wow. That is red. We have to go over here. Oh, no wonder why the music's so grim. Remove from the park. Wait a second. The starter dwarfs, like from the tutorial, were removed. I had them in my group? I didn't notice that. Okay, first stop will be Pennyfield. I know that name from somewhere. But, I think before we head on too far, I will end this episode here. Just to be sure that nothing craps up like last episode at the end. And, because I feel like this is a good place to make a stop. Oh jeez, my phone is making a ruckus. Anyway! Oh, a lot has happened, and we will continue soon enough. Don't worry, my dear friends. But until then, please remember that I love all of you guys, and we'll see each other in the next video. Cheerio!